Gotta go fast. That's the name of this Vandal build that I've put together that's designed to get you up close and personal with the enemy, consistently outflanking them, outpacing them, and harassing them to kingdom come. Just when they're exhausted from battle and they're running away and they think they've escaped you, you'll slide round the corner and continue doing damage. This brutal build will serve you very well on Tau Ceti IV. And for those of you who don't know, Marathon, unlike a lot of other extraction shooters, allows you to build craft to the moon. So using a combination of cores, which are runner specific, in this case Vandal specific cores, these provide Vandal specific buffs, and runner agnostic implants, we're able to buff and augment the Vandal class to really lean into this power fantasy and make sure you're as lethal as possible. So for Vandal, we're really leaning into her prime ability, which is Amplify. This is sort of an overcharge of your movement systems. It allows you to slide, jump, move fast without over generating heat, and that allows you to close the distance even quicker with the enemy. And the other trait we're leaning into is Power Slide. So this is, think of your normal movement slide in first person shooters. This is a powerful version of that, and we're augmenting that with some cores to make it even more powerful. And you can see with our build, we've increased our heat capacity by 20 and our prime recovery by 35. That leans into the ability to keep moving without losing stamina and getting our prime ability, which is that Amplify ability, back quicker. Our first two cores here, the Adrenal Core and the Mechanized Holsters. So Adrenal Core, when amplified, your movement abilities generate even less heat. Using Cardio Kick extends Amplify's duration. So this does what it says in the tin. You'll be able to jump, slide, sprint, close the distance with your enemy by generating even less heat, meaning you'll catch up to them just as they're getting exhausted. Cardio Kick is really important here as well. You'll want to bring that consumable item in with you to Tau Ceti IV. If you use that item during the activation period of Amplify, it'll extend that duration. And you can see here, Cardio Kick temporarily increases heat capacity and agility stats. So using that in combination with Amplify will make you essentially a speed demon. And the Mechanized Holsters, like I said, we're leaning into Power Slide. So Mechanized Holsters, your Power Slide reloads your ballistic weapons from reserves and recharges a portion of your vault weapon's current battery. So just as you're closing distance, as the enemy's getting exhausted, you'll slide in, your weapons will be reloaded, and you'll be able to do maximum damage while they're slowing down and they're reloading. The implants then, these are more focused on passive stat buffs to get us to where we want to be for this build. We'll have a look in any case. So Augmented Capacitors V3, that increases our prime recovery by 30, and that's essential. That means you'll have your Amplify ability up more often, so you're more mobile and your heat capacity is more durable during engagements. For the Torso implant, we're looking at Hurting Hands V3. Has two perks: Snapshot Rifling, readying a weapon briefly increases its accuracy and range, always good. Haptic feedback, while you have a lingering effect from a consumable, gain increased loot speed. These are nice, but they're not core to the build. What we want is this prime recovery plus 5. And then our leg implants, Solid Stance V4, second wind perk, you move faster and ready weapons more quickly for a short time after using this shield charge. Again, that's fantastic, really leans into our speed focused build, and again it gives us plus 20 heat capacity, which is essential to keep you moving. So in conclusion, when you're using your prime ability, when you're using Cardio Kicks, you're able to close the distance, keep the pressure on, and when you slide in, even after an engagement, your weapons using Mechanized Holsters will be reloaded, and you can just harass these guys until they just give up and give you their loot. In terms of weapons, one that would be good to bring in here, not that it's totally core to the build, is the Copperhead RF submachine gun. It's a fully auto submachine gun. An auto rifle would be perhaps too long range focused, and a shotgun maybe just a bit too constrained in terms of that range, so an SMG bridges that gap nicely, and as you're closing distance you'll continue to be able to harass the enemy. Lastly, for your backpack, if you have one, you'll want to bring in ammo pack of any size with the perk Stowed Ballistic Weapons slowly reload their magazine, and Stowed Vault Weapons slowly recharge their battery. Again, when you're sliding in and recharging your weapons, when you switch to your secondary weapon, that'll be reloaded. It'll just keep you in the fight for longer. Again, while the enemy's out of the fight, you're just getting into it, and that's when you'll be most lethal. So that's it for our Vandal build. Gotta go fast, very brutal, very speed worthy, and just keeps you amping up the pressure on the enemy when they're least likely to be able to deal with it. So this is fantastic stuff. Can't wait for the server slam and the full game release to try these builds out. Let me know in the comments if you have any of your own builds. I'm using marathonguide.com/loadouts to be able to build this. Feel free to take a spin yourself, the link's in the description, and leave a comment with any builds you've discovered. And definitely leave a like and subscribe. This channel is new, it's marathon focused, and we're trying to build up a good marathon community here, so any support there is really appreciated. Alright folks, that's it from me. See you in Tau Ceti IV.